Hey there, America. Tonight, we're diving into something you pay for but might not fully understand: U.S. aid to Israel. That's right. Every year, your tax dollars take a little trip to the Middle East. We're talking billions upon billions over the decades. But what do we get for our generous contributions? It's a question that sparks debate, ignites passions, and often gets lost in the complexities of geopolitics. Some say it's an investment in a crucial ally, a beacon of democracy in a volatile region. Others argue it's a blank check with little accountability, fueling conflict instead of peace. Tonight, we're cutting through the noise, looking at the cold, hard facts. We'll break down the history of this aid, the dollars and cents involved, and what America gets in return. So buckle up, because things are about to get interesting. By the end of this, you might just surprise yourself with how much you didn't know about where your money's going. And who knows, you might even form an opinion or two. Just, try and keep it civil in the comment section, all right? Let's rewind the clock a bit, shall we? The story of U.S. aid to Israel begins not long after the country's creation in 1948. The early years saw modest economic assistance, but things really ramped up after the 1967 Six-Day War. Israel's decisive victory cemented its position as a regional military power and a key U.S. ally in the Cold War. From the 1970s onwards, U.S. aid to Israel became a constant, with the vast majority going towards military assistance. We're talking fighter jets, missiles, and all sorts of high-tech weaponry. In fact, Israel is now the largest cumulative recipient of U.S. foreign aid since World War II, surpassing all others. This aid wasn't without its critics, even back then. Some argued that it fostered an over-reliance on the U.S. and hindered efforts for a peaceful resolution with Palestine. Nevertheless, the flow of money continued, year after year, administration after administration. Now, let's talk about what all that money buys. The most obvious impact of U.S. aid is on Israel's military capabilities. We're talking about one of the most technologically advanced militaries in the world, equipped with cutting-edge weaponry, much of it funded by yours truly, the American taxpayer. This aid helps Israel maintain what's known as its qualitative military edge over its neighbors. In simpler terms, it means Israel gets to stay ahead in the arms race. This, proponents argue, ensures stability in the region and deters potential aggressors. But, and there's always a but, critics argue that this constant influx of weapons only perpetuates the cycle of violence. They say it emboldens Israel to take a hard line against Palestine and makes genuine peace negotiations more difficult. It's a complex issue with valid points on both sides. The Middle East is, well, a region teeming with intricate dynamics and historical tensions. The U.S. aid to Israel, in this context, plays a pivotal role in navigating these complexities. It's not just about military support. It's about fostering stability in a region that often teeters on the brink of chaos. The aid serves as a strategic anchor, ensuring that the U.S. maintains a significant influence in Middle Eastern affairs. So, what does the U.S. get in return for its substantial investment in Israel? Well, the benefits are multifaceted. Firstly, there's the unwavering ally in a volatile region, providing a reliable foothold for American interests. Secondly, the technological and military advancements developed through this partnership often find their way back to U.S. soil, enhancing American defense capabilities. And of course, there's the intelligence sharing aspect, which is crucial for counterterrorism efforts. Now, the million-dollar question: is U.S. aid to Israel worth it? Critics argue that the funds could be better spent domestically, addressing issues like healthcare and education. However, proponents highlight the long-term strategic benefits, emphasizing that the aid fosters stable ally in a tumultuous region, which in turn serves U.S. interests globally. Ultimately, it boils down to a matter of perspective and priorities. The debate continues, but one thing is clear: the U.S. Israel relationship is deeply intertwined with American foreign policy.